This is a shot that most players would consider to be easy. The game is 9-ball, the 8-ball is right in front of the pocket, and position on the 9-ball is pretty straightforward. But how many times have you approached this kind of layout and done something like this? So what went wrong that turned what should have been a free win into a vicarious long thin cut on the 9-ball? I see a lot of players out there who look at a shot like this and just go into autopilot. Pocketing the ball is a given, but they tend to end up with less than ideal position. What exactly is happening here, and how much are easy shots holding you back from reaching the next level in your game? First, let's discuss why carelessness with accuracy is detrimental to your position play. If you've read through the free lesson on cue ball control that is on the World of Pool and Billiards app, you know that changing where you impact the object ball also changes the tangent line that the cue ball comes out on. With the object ball being so close to the pocket, there's a gigantic margin for error that still allows you to pocket the object ball. While this allows you to relax a bit when it comes to pocketing the object ball, doing so could leave the cue ball traveling down a completely different tangent line than you intended. But perhaps even more important is the change in the distribution of energy between the object ball and the cue ball after impact. If we go back to the original example, a lot of players would have said that bad speed control was the culprit and why they ended up with this long, thin cut on the 9-ball. But I would argue that their lack of accuracy is more to blame. I've set the same shot up and I'm going to shoot it at the same speed 3 different times, and the only thing that I'm going to change is which part of the pocket I make the 8-ball in. When I overcut the 8-ball and make it into the left side of the pocket, the cue ball has a lot of energy left over and therefore it travels much further down table. If I undercut the 8-ball into the right side of the pocket, my cue ball dies out and I don't get out for the 9. It is only when I'm precise in shooting the 8-ball into the center of the pocket that I plan to shoot it in that I have the right amount of speed left over in the cue ball to get ideal shape on the 9-ball. That's not to say that you should always shoot for the center of the pocket, but you do need to be precise in choosing a specific part of the pocket to aim for. Even if a ball is the last one on the table and right in front of the pocket, it's imperative to be specific in choosing an exact part of the pocket that you're going to aim for, so that you can still control the cue ball and avoid scratching. This isn't even to mention the mental frustration that arises from missing a ball that you were supposed to make simply because you weren't careful in aiming. Now imagine how much better you would be if you never missed a ball that you were supposed to make. This isn't to say that you would never miss, just that you would never miss an easy shot. Now imagine that every time you had an easy shot, you were able to play precise position, almost ball in hand like position. While going through a rack of 8-ball, you might end up with ball in hand like position 3, 4, maybe even 5 times. And I think that this is the key to reaching that next level for a lot of players. An easy shot shouldn't be seen as a chance to relax and go into autopilot. Rather, it's the opportunity to utilize that large margin of error you have for pocketing to play precision, ball in hand like position. You should be putting the same amount of focus that you do into long hard cut shots as you do your easy shots, and it's going to simplify the game. It's just going to get easier. Everything becomes easier when you're 100% focused 100% of the time, and you'll find that you're left with those long thin cut shots much less often.